My name is Emily. I'm the crazy flippin' mom, and I've been wanting to talk about shipping for a while. I made a whole video and I didn't like it. I think I just overcomplicate this. So I'm just gonna share really important parts of shipping today. If you have never shipped a product before, if you sell on eBay, you need to send gifts to family members, here are my best tips for you. And then at the end of this conversation, I ship out a bunch of products and show you some tips I've learned along the way and how I would ship glass breakables, how I cut boxes apart to make new boxes, and all the things. So let me start by saying that the cheapest label you can get with UPS and USPS is a ground advantage. And that's a great label to pick, and it will give you an estimated time period that the package will arrive, but this label does not come with a guarantee. Whenever you select a shipping method, either free shipping or you're buying shipping and you select ground advantage, you're given this window. Say it should arrive between the 4th and the 7th. That's not guaranteed, and if there's any sort of like weather issues, anything, it'll be pushed back. It could also arrive sooner. So that's the big difference between a free standard or cheap ground advantage label versus when you pay expedited shipping for a 1 and 2 day, you are paying so much because it's coming with a guarantee. This is the biggest issue with buyers on Amazon. They buy something assuming it's going to come between like the 4th and the 7th, thinking that's guaranteed. Nothing is ever guaranteed unless you're willing to pay up for premium shipping. That being said, if you are going to ship something to a family member, friend, ground advantage label, you have to use your own shipping materials. You can't use the priority mail free boxes you get from USPS. Now, if you pay up for a priority mail label, you can use most of the red boxes that are available at USPS. You can also order those directly to your house. The only thing is, some of those priority mail boxes say flat rate. That is a different type of label. Those labels are based, like, they come with a value. If that product can fit in I'll show you. I have one here. If your product can fit in this flat rate padded priority mail label, it's just one fee. If you're doing priority mail and not flat rate, it's really based on the dimensions of your box, and you don't want any extra room in your box because you're going to be paying up for that. The blue materials at USPS are for express shipping only. So you got to make sure that if you bought an express label, you can use those, but if not, they may not be, the package probably won't be delivered. It'll be sent back, or if it is delivered, whoever's picking up the package is going to have to pay the extra in shipping. UPS also has free packaging, and this is an express pad pack. I think if you are paying up for an express label, you should use the express materials from UPS and USPS. I think it gives the workers a little extra heads up that this package should be going express and needs to be put in a different pile than just the free standard ground slow shipping. This express mailer from UPS, you can use this with like 1 and 2 day orders, and I love it. I have a bunch of these, and I have it also in the box as well. The other important thing about purchasing or shipping is making sure the dimensions and the weight are correct. Do not try to skimp, because especially UPS gets really angry. So if you have a 9 cubed box, don't put 777 or try to skimp on the size at all, especially weight, because that's how you make sure you're paying enough and your product is going to get to its destination on time, and whoever's receiving it is not going to have to pay extra. If this is your first season on Walmart and Amazon jumping into the Q4 rush and shipping out merchant orders, I'm so excited to hear your success. Go slow. You go from, in this world, you can get 5 orders and know how to handle that, and then all of a sudden you wake up to 100 orders, and that's a whole different ballgame. You need to know the terms of service and how to operate, because canceling orders and not getting packages delivered on time is the quickest way to get your account shut down. So make sure that you understand just shipping protocol, how to ship liquids and hazmat and makeup and perfume, breakables, because it can really help protect your account. My last tip is to never purchase your shipping label straight from USPS USPS or UPS or FedEx. You'll be paying the most for your label when you buy direct. I like using Shippo. I think it's really streamlined and easy to quickly hook your eBay account up or just purchase a label. You could save up to 90% on labels. So they will give you all of the rates and you can decide from USPS, UPS, they'll give you all the options and you can decide which one is gonna work the best for you and also be saving money. But never go into UPS and ask them for a label. It's so expensive. I hope this was helpful. I'm gonna do some shipping now. Let's get it done. This is a box of 744. I really like this size of box. I'm gonna close it and show you. It's perfect for a lot of the candy and smaller holiday items I'm shipping right now. And most of the stuff I'm shipping, I can put in here. And then I have a bunch of reusable like air bags that I got from Walmart. They're like those puff bags. I'll show you. So this is not the best option because all of them are broke, damaged, out of air. This is like what my boobs look like. Okay. I'm gonna have to definitely cut that out. That's what I'm talking about. So usually I can put in my small item in an airbag, seal it, and I do not hear any shaking. I'm good to go. I have been shipping products to customers for the past, this is my 6th Q4. I started like 9 years ago on eBay. So I've been shipping forever. I have this tape gun. I love the 3-inch tape gun. Some people, like, it's heavy, it's bulky, and maybe you don't ship enough for this to make sense, but this is my favorite tape gun. People always tell me to switch to paper. Send me the paper gun, and I'll use it. All right, I don't really feel like I have to box this, but we're boxing it today, baby. I think that's okay. If it was breakable, let's do a breakable item. Do a lot of breakables on eBay. I hate it, but you know, I like money, so here we go. I have this teacup, honestly, couldn't have picked something more breakable. And I store all of my eBay items, so you see the number on there, so when it ships, my SKU on my eBay sold has that number, so I can find it. Okay, so how am I gonna ship this? And if you watch my shipping videos, there's always a moment that I'm just standing there like thinking. My brain is doing that rainbow circle, like, how should I ship this? The most important thing is you use a box that's big enough. I have a bunch of box sizes back here because I want to make sure that this product is like hanging in the box and not touching any sides. It's just surrounded by air. So I'm gonna start with an 8 cubed. This still might be a little small. Okay, actually, I think that's perfect. Step 1 is to separate the glass pieces out. So if this is a multi-set of glass items, they should all be bagged, protected separately. Unfortunately, I think I'm out of bubble mailer. I do have paper mailer though. Have you guys seen the paper mailer? It holds up really well. It's like honeycomb. I really like this. I shipped like 15 porcelain dolls. This lady ordered them in like maybe shots of 7. And I did not hear one bad thing from that order, so it got there good. Here's my first item. Packaged it up, and I'm gonna put this in a plastic poly bag just so when she opens this box, when the customer opens the box, they know that this is where this piece is at. So this, I'm gonna do basically the same thing, and I'm gonna bag it as well. I just like that, just so when the customer opens this box, these pieces don't unravel. Oh, what if I dropped it? Like, they just don't open the box and they unravel out and crash on the floor. I like to bag everything. And I do have these bags that I use for Amazon and Walmart. They have the self-seal, they have the suffocation warning, but you could use like any sort of bag you have. Honestly, I think this is an eBay order. You could reuse even your Walmart shopping bags and just put this in there and tie it up. So if they did open up the package, it doesn't just fall out in one big chaotic break. This is the bag I found. This is also a bag I ship products out in. Look how big it is. This is maybe a little bit too big for this, maybe not. I'm just gonna use this. So the extra care going into this order than a normal order. That's the important part. All right, I'm gonna seal it and then we're going to load the box. And I just wanna make sure that this product is not really touching or falling on the sides, touching any of the sides. So I have my bubbles here and I'm just gonna make sure, because this will get tossed around. What happens when you drop it off is a lot of times at USPS, they put it in a big bin, then they tip the bin over. So it has to stand up. So if it's touching the sides, it's more likely to break if something else falls on it. So I'm gonna start with a couple bubbles on the bottom. Don't forget your lid, Emily. That's pretty good. I honestly feel like I need a bigger box. I'm not even shipping this for real, and I'm kind of stressed about it. I think a 10 cubed might be a little bit better. Because see how it's like pushed against the sides? Let's size up. Enough room to put bubbles on all the sides, and I like that a little bit better. Yes. See, in the box now we have room on the sides. I put bubbles on the bottom. I'm gonna put bubbles on each side. Put my lid in there. Okay, now you're probably saying this is a 10-10 box. What are we thinking? Let's guess. I'm gonna guess 3 pounds, 12 ounces. 1 pound, 14 ounces. I was way off. That's shocking. That's humiliating for me. Put my lid in there, and I have room to, so a 1 pound, 15 box. There we go. It's bubbled on all the sides. Listen. No movement, no breaking, no clanging, clinking. This would get there, I think, in great condition. Also, what I would do is if this was an eBay order, I would write fragile on all the outsides. If you have fragile stickers, great. If you don't, just write it on there. I feel like it could help. Fingers crossed. You are thinking, how much would something like this be to ship? I'm gonna look on Shippo and give you some rates so you know something this size, a 10-10-10 box or a 7-4-4 box. What are the rates you're gonna pay for something like this? Selling on eBay and you saw me ship this, you saw how much work I put into this, the label is gonna be more expensive. That has to be reflected in my sell price. That is my responsibility to set the price and include all of my effort, time, and materials to make sure it gets to customers on time. Just because you sell something cheap, I mean, if you might have sell it cheap and then it gets there and it's broke. So I really try to factor that into my price. So I'm making sure I'm still making money at the end of the day and delivering the best products I can to my customers. My rate for this, like a Ground Advantage, my cheapest rate is going to be $5.50. That's great. Now, if I wanted to get it there faster, FedEx 2-day, I'm looking closer to $10. Again, great rates that guaranteed the delivery of this product. My teacup is $6, Ground Advantage. That's wild rates. This is why I like Shippo, because if you were to take these products into USPS or UPS, it would be expensive. If you know, you know. So $6 to ship this big box, and even if you wanted to 3-day it, it's $12. Love that. Have you ever shipped something like this? I have been shipping these coasters out. These are in my eBay store. I got them from an estate sale. It was actually, I bought the whole house and this was included. So if somebody does purchase something like a weird shape, I want to Frankenstein a box for you and just show you how that looks. All this stuff out of the way. All I need is tape in a box. I'm going to use this box, and you can see does not fit. I forgot I could raise my table. And I'm not going to need the whole thing. You can kind of decide what works best for you, but I am going to cut off the end flaps here. So I'm left with only this piece. This is good. I'm not going to send it in just the box. You could if you covered the ends. This would be perfect, but so I just took up the sides, made a little triangle. There we go. Okay, so it's in here now. It's this little triangle, see? This is great protection. You could, if you wanted to send it in this, you just need to shore up the ends so it doesn't actually fall out. But I have bags. Put one side in a bag and pull it up as long as it would go, and then put the other side in a bag, pull it up, and then tape it in the middle. Which is what I'm gonna have to do here. I don't know if I have longer bags. So ideally, you wrap it up so it's nice and tight, and you weren't overpaying for like just empty bag, and you'd be shipping it like this. Yeah, I think this is good though. Thank you for watching this video. I hope it was helpful, and I hope it took some of the fear around shipping your own products. Buy your labels through Shippo, the link below, and spend 25, get 25 from Shippo, which I think is awesome. Thank you for giving me that awesome deal to give to you guys. Thank you for watching and liking this video. If you want to see more content like this, like and subscribe. Bye.